Good afternoon, class of for A, for B, and for C. This is your teacher Victor again on our second video. Remember on the first video we were studying the theme matter. This is a continuation of our first video. But before we start the class, I'd like to say our Father. So over there you can pray with me. Our Father who art in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay, so sit up straight, face the front, and remember, this is the English spoken area. So pay attention to the class. Okay, so let's begin with the date. Today is Friday, April 24th, the year 2020. And our theme again is matter. And here we have three types of matter. We got representing solid, which is apple, representing gas, which is air, and to represent liquid, we have milk. We're going to see the characteristics of these three types of matter. For example, we have maintain the shape. This is a question. Does it maintain its shape? The apple, does it maintain its shape or does it change? Is it yes or no? The answer is yes. It doesn't change. The apple stays the same. Okay, so let's go to air. Does air maintain its shape? No, it actually doesn't maintain its shape because it could expand, so air would be no. What about milk? Does it stay the same or can it change? Can the shape of milk change? It's either yes or no. What do you say? If you said no, the answer is correct. It doesn't maintain its shape. The shape can change depending on the container that you put water in it, okay? So the answer is no. Now, let's look at volume constant. It's the volume constant. What does it mean by volume? In science, volume means like how much space or the size of the object. For example, if you compare an apple with a pineapple, which one is bigger? The pineapple. So you can say the pineapple has more volume. It takes more space, okay? So on the apple, is the volume constant? Yes. Okay. Now, can the air, is the air constant? Yes or no? That would be no. It's not constant. It changes. It expands. Okay. What about the milk? Is the milk constant? Yes. It maintains its volume. It's constant. So that would be yes. Okay, now let's look, does it adapt? Okay, does the apple adapt to a container? Yes or no? No, it doesn't. It doesn't adapt. Because you can't put an apple in a glass. Okay, it won't adapt. What about air? Can air adapt? Yes, it can. What about milk? Yes or no? The answer is yes. So air and milk or liquids, they can adapt to its container, whether the container is small, medium, or large, or if it's a different shape. the gas and the liquid will adapt. Okay. Now, does it flow? Does it flow? Does the apple flow like a river? Well, that's easy. The answer is no. What about air? Can air flow? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. What about milk? You know, like if you take a glass of milk and you spill the glass, what would happen to the milk? It would flow. So yes. The answer is yes. Okay, let's look. Can it be compressed? Can you compress it into a container? Can you compress an apple? Well, the answer would be no. What about air or gases? Can you compress them? Yeah, you can actually take air or gas and compress it into a container. So that would be yes. What about milk? Can it be compressed? You might say yes, but actually it's no, because milk you can put it in a container, but you can't compress it. Okay, so that would be no. Now let's look at can it expand? Can an apple expand? No, of course not. It doesn't expand, so the answer is no. Now let's look at air. Can it expand? Yes, of course. If you let air out of the container, it'll fill the air. It automatically expands, so the answer is yes. What about milk? Can it expand? Well, the milk can flow, or the liquid can flow, but it cannot expand in the air. So the answer is no. Okay, now let's look at the particles. Remember I told you that matter is made of particles? Now, let's look at the particles of an apple. Are the particles separated or are they close? What's your answer? Close, that's correct. They are very close. Okay, what about on air? How are the particles in the air? Are they separated? Yes, of course. They're very separated. They're very separated. And what about on the liquid milk? Are they separated or are they close? Well, like the apple, they're not very close. And like the gas, they're not very separated. So they're just separated. Let's put separated. Okay. So today we learned about the characteristics of the three states of matter. Okay. Time out right now. I'm going to say this in Spanish. Okay. Para los alumnos que no traen los libros de ciencias, no se preocupen. Este ejercicio lo pueden hacer en su cuaderno de ciencias. Si no tienen el cuaderno de ciencias, pueden usar cualquier cuaderno, okay? Well, thank you, class. This is it for today. You can do this on your notebook, right? Do a nice chart, and you can send it to me by email. Thank you very much for your attention, and have a nice day. Okay, take care.